So I'm a huge fan of having filtered water. I have filters under my sink, a reverse osmosis unit. I also have a tabletop water filter. So when SimPure said they wanted to send me the whole house filter to go through it, I was actually pretty excited because this is going to pick out most of the things and make my other filters last a whole lot longer. Now in this video, I'm going to be doing a breakdown of what you get in the box, as well as the other items that you're going to need, as well as the tools that you're going to need, as well as the install. Now I am going to be installing this probably a little bit different than it says in the instructions, and I'm going to explain why later in the video. Before we get too far, this is what you're going to get in the box. You're going to get the actual filter system itself that has the two filters inside, which we'll have to take off and get the stickers off inside there. And it comes with the 1-inch female ports on each side. It also comes with this little template for hanging it, as well as the tool to take the filters off. And it comes with some Teflon tape and also some little install pieces. It looks like some extra pieces up here for the top. Now to save on these filters, what you're going to want is a pre-filter to kind of get some of the heavy stuff off. And this filter is serviceable, where there's actually a drain back here, and it does come with an extra filter here. And what it does is, like, once a month, you're going to be able to come through here and be able to just shoot stuff down and be able to flush this one out. Now the 3/4 comes with the 3/4 female as well as the 1-inch male at the top here, and you can see that these are also directional. And it does have this down here that goes from the inch to 3/4, so you don't have to buy an adapter. I wanted less failure points, so I ended up getting these for mine because I have 3/4 inch pipe, and my pipe is copper in my house. But this is going to be able to work with whether you have copper or PEX or CPVC. Now, the way that you're going to put this together can vary based upon what type of materials you have and also the size of your pipe. Now, for me, I have 3/4 copper, and I also use ProPress. You can obviously use solder. You can do whatever you need to based upon what you have. But this is what I ended up going with, where I went with a 1-inch to 3/4 adapter, and then I put this 3/4 adapter here for the ProPress. That way I can just run out with my Pro. Something else that you're going to need is most likely going to be at least 2 shutoffs. That way you can put one shutoff on that end over here and one shutoff on the other end over here. That way when you go to clean and replace your filters, you need to be able to shut off the water from both sides. That way it doesn't backflow back in and make an absolute mess. And like I said earlier, I actually have 3 of these, and I'm going to explain why in a little bit. You're also going to need a way to clean the pipe. This is going to be my pipe cleaner. I also have a pipe reamer. For me, I'm going to be using a ProPress to press all the fittings together, but obviously you could use solder. If you have CPVC, then you've got some options with your glue and your primer, and then also if you've got PEX, then you've got different ways that you can connect to PEX. So you just have to figure out what works for you. Also going to need a pipe cutter of some sort. This is copper, so this is the type of pipe cutter I'm going to use. You can always use the manual one. That's fine too. I was a plumber for 25 years, so I have this stuff, so I'm going to use it. And also you're going to need 2 adjustable wrenches in order to get these things put into place. Pro tip, when you're putting on your Teflon tape, wrap it around this way. That kind of goes around clockwise. That way when you're tightening it, it also tightens the actual Teflon tape. I'm going to start to pre-assemble some of the pieces and then get down to the install. And here's what I mean. So you can see how I wrapped it around this way, and I'm going to actually push this up just so you can see how it was wrapped. And when I put this piece on, you see that I'm spinning it with the same way that it is spinning. That way it doesn't start to unwind itself as I thread this fitting on. Because of my tight space constraints, I have the N going this way into the input, and I ended up putting this right into the 3/4 adapter. Now, technically, that 1-inch would fit inside of the 1-inch over there, but then there wouldn't be much space to get a wrench in and actually service this thing. All right, now that I've got everything hooked up, let me explain what I did and why. So this line right here is the line coming in that comes this way for the feed. So what I ended up doing was teeing it off so it can come down, and I've got a shut off here. That way, if I need to clean it, I've also got a shut off here where I can turn this whole system off completely if I need to. And then I've got this line here with a shut off, which I'm going to keep off most of the time so water doesn't flow all the way through. But if for some reason I needed to shut this down for any reason, I can bypass the filters and be able just to use the regular water coming in. Now let's get the water turned on and get the air out of the system. So these are the two filters that are currently installed, and I actually took the stickers off and put it on the HVAC pipe. Now, I would suggest that you take these off, not only so you can see what each one removes, but they also have the model number underneath each one. That way, when you go to replace these, you know which ones to get. When draining the line and getting the air out of the system, you're going to see some of that activated charcoal come through the lines, and it's going to be kind of dirty. But just run your pipes for a few minutes.